Morning, everyone. We're going back to Mr. Gill, REN. This is a song, from what I can see, was an early song, never released as a single. I think he released it on the album in 2020. But yeah, the 1990s. He was born in, I think you can see the clip there, March. I think that's the date of his birth. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. And REN fans, of which I am one, admirer very much so. Don't get mad at me because I don't do him every week, because it would literally just be a REN channel copy and be nothing original in that. So let's get into it. This is 1990s. This is his official video. I am, as you can see, subscribed. So if you're not, get on with it. Here we go.
REN!
What?
Get off MSN Messenger!
Just give me 10 minutes.
I need to use the phone!
Oh, hang on, I'm just finishing.
No, come off now!
As a 10-year-old, tell ya, I was cool. I wasn't shooting any people outside of the school. I was shooting old people with my potato gun, throwing water bombs at cars and playing knock door run. A 10-year-old terrorist, armed with an arsenal of 6 eggs and a super soaker filled with piss. Just a little kid though, never meant any harm. Now I see kids with knives twice the size of their arm. They're like, blood, I'm gonna call you.
Playful is what I'm going to start with. When he opens up, it's playful. And I'm not a kid of the 90s. I was born in the 60s. I'm a kid of the 70s, really. So I'm looking at this from a perspective of, I was, 25 in 1990? So not quite a grown man, but I was getting there, 26, 27 onwards, even though I'd held responsible jobs and all that nonsense. I'm wondering what it looks like, because a lot of this I'd be aware of, but I didn't experience it. Yeah, I think there's that Will Smith. It feels like it's that Will Smith show. What's it called again? Where he goes to live with the Beverly Hills, or whatever it is. Never really watched that. I bet Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's it. That's what that opening sounds like, which I think was a hit single at some point. But I love the fact that it's playful. It's a snapshot of what would then be the everyday's 90s. But then he juxtaposes it with the playfulness of being a 10-year-old in the 90s with the perception of the 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds. Perception or reality, it doesn't matter. There's a reality to both sides with knife crime, which Glasgow's had before, by the way. Go and look at Glasgow, how that dealt with zero tolerance with knives a few years back. So yeah, it's youthful memory, it's social learning theory, of which there are lots of them, guys. Lots of psychologists talk about what you brought up with. It's not nature-nurtured, social learning. It's not a debate about that. I'm just like this as a snapshot, and it feels like it's going to be fun, serious, but it's not. Yeah, let's find out.
What's your damage? Man, what's wrong with you? You're only 10. Go and play some Dungeons and Dragons. At your age, I was catching frisbees, not chlamydia. My very favourite artist was...
Catching frisbees, not chlamydia. Oh, God, Ren. It's... Yeah, I like that. Sorry. Dungeons and Dragons. I never got to play, I think a 64-bit Commodore was the first computer I saw, and I did computer classes even though I didn't like maths. I was fascinated by what this thing was about. It was a BBC Commodore or something like that. It was about that big and had this huge printout where you could do basic games. And I had a lad that was in school who went on to become a programmer, I think, or a teacher or a lecturer in it. And he wrote this game program where you had the arrow and it was like asteroids and whatever it was going through. We had Space Invaders. I remember playing that. But I was never a huge game video fan, probably because I was rubbish at them. And if I'm rubbish at it, sometimes I don't have the patience to get stuck into it, and I never have. But yeah, frisbees. Not chlamydia. Sorry, guys. It's just the innocence in that, but the reality of that's how the conversation's changed over the years. We've lost an innocence. I feel like we've lost some innocence. And we go on about Gen X, and I've got my own thoughts on the self-aggrandizement of we consider ourselves Gen X, and I've seen all these things on TikTok, you know, what we did and what we did and what we didn't do. I guarantee you guys, my opinion is, if we'd had access to all of this in 1970, we'd have took it like that. Yeah, going out all day with no money in the hot sun, it was not fun all the time, trust me.
Dragons, at your age I was catching frisbees, not chlamydia. My very favourite artist was
X gon' give it to you.
Okay, I lied, I was listening to Five and I'm but that's alright, I'm just a regular everyday type of guy from the very best decade on this earth. 1990s, baby, the year that my mommy made me, and I wouldn't wanna have it any other way, no. I play Nintendo daily, my sonic skills, yeah, they're crazy. And if you wanna play Tekken 2, I'll put you away. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s, yeah. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s. Rihanna?
Did he just put that up? Oh God, him. Let me see if I can get it. I can't get the image right.
90s.
It's Rolf Harris. Oh, good Lord. And then you got Nirvana. What Ren does brilliantly, and for me, is when he writes, it comes from a place of absolute honesty, and he's willing to laugh at himself in positions that he would have held, or societal positions that he'd held. He's not mocking them, he's just playing with them. And when he says the 90s was the best generation, maybe it is for him. And like as he's just saying that's what it is. And it's... I think what I'm getting at is this song just reminds me that each one of us that thinks we're unique from our own generation, we're only unique to that generation. We're not unique to the next generation. We're just the old farts. That's the point.
Rihanna, babe, I'm sorry, I wasn't that rude, but I could solve a Rubik's Cube in only 15 moves. Come on, rude boy, I could get it up when I saw Jerry Halliwell. It's like it was stuck up.
Yeah.
Got a Tamagotchi, got me hooked, and got a Pokemon card, and it's a shiny one. Look, I was chilling with my homeboys, playing pogs, mad skills on my yo-yo, walking the dog, and on Sim City, I'm God.
Filipinos' weapon of war, the yo-yo. It was just rapid-fire references in Tamagotchi, Pokemon, SimCity, Humor and Bravado. He's boasting about skills and games and echoes of his life from that stage of his development for all of us, if you're in the 90s. And guys, if you're born in the 90s and you're looking at this channel, or your kids are from the 90s, let me know if this is what you think they believe.
Flashing shoes when I jog and playing frog, I jump a log across the road with the frog, and I was feared at my school. I was wow hard, you know, fuck with the kid with the Charizard. 1990s, baby, the year that my mommy made me, and I wouldn't wanna have it any other way, no.
Who remembers, guys, Brits, Grattan's catalogues when you were 12? Oh, Jesus. I'll say no more.
I play Nintendo daily, my sonic skills, yeah, they're crazy. What, you wanna play Gran Turismo? Bring it, mate. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s, yeah. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s, Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s, yeah. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s. Eating sugar per puffy, but watching Buffy back flipping puppy. I'm feeling lucky, stack Monopoly money, honey. I'm saved by the bell, love it like Keenan and Kel, love it. And
Who loves orange soda?
bring it back to the 90s, baby. I got the power Ranger, flashing lights on my trainer's plastic lightsaber. Damn, Tomb Raider, wanna raid your win properly. Hold on a sec.
Oh, Jesus, Ren. He does everything. It's lyrically brilliant. Because I'm laughing, but I'm also shocked at what he's prepared to do in order to... It's not a political message, it's not an ideological message. He's just shining a light on the 90s and saying, this is what I grew up with, and look at now. It's essentially, this is what, 2018? So essentially, he's doing a compare and contrast. And the ugliness of what we see now. But there was ugliness in the 90s, guys. Trust me, when I was in the 70s, the racism, the homophobia, the violence on the streets, it was horrible. It was there. This belief that the generations that precede this were more gentle and you could leave your door open. Really? We didn't know the news because there wasn't the internet. Yeah, you have to wait 2 weeks to find out somebody had been killed by their neighbour, whereas now you find out in 10 seconds. So I tend to disagree with all of that. It's not nonsense, but it's rose-tinted spectacles. See, he's not having the rose-tinted. He has them on at first, then he says, but what if? What about that? And I like it so much for that. And the music's good. It's not like a rap song, it has that gentleness in the tone. Yeah.
And here's my 6-inch floppy disk. Hee hee, I'm the fastest, I told them. A megabyte an hour on my dial-up modem. That's quick. Yeah, it's the fastest on my street. Put a bowl on my head, I shave the sides off. Sweet. Gola on my feet, Puma on my jumper. Yeah, I know fashion on my tape player pumps. The spice goes out. I know what it's about. Two becomes one. I played that proud. I played that loud. I'm a zig-a-zig-ah with my Furby playing Kirby.
And he's also saying, don't pretend that you were something else, because you've seen bits of Nirvana there when everyone was grunge this, and it was the same in the punk era, guys. Right? Everyone was I was like 12 when punk kicked off, but I remember, you know, everyone was punky and that grungy aesthetic. Vivian West. But at the same time, Bill Haley and the Comets were number one in the charts. Yeah, was rock around the clock. So let's not get carried away. Yeah, he's saying you can say all you like, but he's laughing, saying, I was listening to that, I was watching this, I was listening to Bloom and Spice Girls. Why not? Don't deny it, play with it. That's what he's saying.
Be on my blow-up couch, so keep your iPhone. I'm a Nokia baby, 99 to the old year that my mom.
I've talked about listening to David Cassidy and the Partridge Family because those were the shows of my era, and Tina Charles and the Rubettes and all those guys. Before I ever started any sort of real maturation process, I was just a confused kid. This is what you're saying. But it was fun. Yeah, of course it was fun. I remember getting my ass burnt dancing to an Elvis song. I was 11 in the front room of my house where they used to come out of the bath on the Sunday and you had to dry off. And I had the towel and I was doing the old shaky Elvis. And my mum's like, don't do that, son. And next thing you know, it's stuck on the fire guard. Yeah, it's fun.
Mommy made me.
This is a subliminal message by REN's album. I think I will. Let's see how it finishes off. Yeah, go get that, guys. I'm going to go and get that.
Ren.
2025 is the year.
Bit of chaffing about there. My internet went crazy. You can look at the lyrics, but I think you don't need to. You don't need to look at all the pop cultures like Buffy, Kenan and Kel and Saved by the Bell. I remember those shows, but I was 25. I'd just finished in the military. I was about to start working elsewhere. You know, it's just fun. And looking at the Clash music, praise REN sharp with wit and cultural commentary. Yes. NME know this blend of hip-hop and nostalgia gives a playful but poignant social edge. Yeah, I'll go with that. This song taps into identity formation. It's a critique of modern childhood, a celebration of generations gone past. It has a playful bravado. It's a deliberate echo of something that wasn't necessarily real 100%, but wasn't necessarily untrue. And then he juxtaposes it with what he's seeing now in the world. But it was also there, guys. It really was. Yeah, let me know. I like REN. I fully admire him. I know he's recently been back for some stem cell treatment in Mexico, didn't he? Because he had some relapse last year. Shame. He's going to struggle with autoimmune conditions a lot. I know, because I've got one. Yeah. REN, thank you very much. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys done. I'm not a kid of the 90s. I was an adult in the 90s. But I can see what he's doing. And I can see it's being repeated by all this Gen X stuff. Yeah. Till next time, guys. Take care.